As you know, the European Union is Kenya's largest export market destination, commanding nearly 27% of our total exports, closely followed by COMESA, depending on the data that we get. However, in terms of trade, on 14th of October, we signed the Economic Partnership Agreement, which gives us a duty-free and a quota-free access to the European market. Our work is done. The agreement is in place. We have now the responsibility of passing this message to Kenyans that they can export anything to the EU, and the EU will export anything into Kenya. There's only a small variation in terms of sensitive products on both sides, for which we've just allowed for strategic reasons. We would wish to ask Kenyans to take advantage of this trade agreement and to come forward and engage so that we can give them more information. What is necessary is to know that trade is very legalistic. Iko na sheria nyingi sana. So despite the fact that we are saying we can export everything and anything into the EU, let us work within the law, because some of these things are foodstuffs, and the countries are entitled to make sure that their people consume good food and clean food. However, what we notice is that the European Union, under the Cotonou Agreement, has continued to support Kenya in terms of development assistance. We've just announced 437.5 million euros for the next 5 years. That translates to roughly 53 billion Kenya shillings, which is immediately available to the Kenya government, and the Treasury is in the process of getting that through the financial instruments that we have. On travel advisories, EU now operating as a single entity has a common security and foreign policy from which they process security information that they collect from all their missions here. What we've done, and that is something that we have agreed in this conference, is that we shall improve information sharing between the security sectors so that there can be improvements in terms of the advisories. The advisories may not be removed, but they will be substantially toned down to the extent to which we believe there are some security challenges. And obviously, this information is not really for Kenyans. It is for their own nationals. But nonetheless, we have seen that despite those incidences that are there in the European Union, there is no European country that has issued an advisory against another European country. Our focus, therefore, is to look at the huge market in Africa, to look at the huge market in elsewhere, to bring up the tallest numbers. But in terms of the EU, I can tell you the security advisories from this point forward, once we improve our system of sharing information, those security advisories will be toned down.